last night we a late crew after storm, not really having much to do. Someone said, "Oh, we have a Paleto card. Let's do Paleto." So it was not a lot of like actual Hydra around. It was a lot of Hydra friend. So it was Liam, a Dildo, and then me, Oakley, Alma, and then Maxwell. So we as a group go to do Paleto. We get a cargo card. And so even though some of us were cooked and planning on going to bed, we're like, fuck it, we do cargo. So we do cargo. It buys the South Docks, Old Tuner area. We holding down the big tall building at the bottom of Tuner Dock with the ladders and staircases on the side. Habibi come to counter. We hold the top. We not let them push up ladders, exchange some gunfire. No one go down. Eventually, one or two of their cars pull out and like hold the exit position, right? Like on the highway or on the exit. We can't see, but we saw them leave. Liam taking jetpack and they go hide and get the loot out. They try to follow him, but they can't follow him fast enough, and him hide loot. Him come back. And then we exchange more fire and more cat and mouse. Eventually, I see, because I'm on the north side at the exit, I see multiple car pulling out, no more cat and mouse, actually leaving. As they do this, as Liam was trying to take someone with him in a single helicopter, him jetpacks them helicopter to drop off like, one person, whatever.
Who was flying the main helicopter? You're talking about the cargo helicopter, right?
Yeah, it was different people, different times, but sometimes
Okay.
Alma, it's not really relevant. Either way,
you're dropping people off.
We drop one or two people off to get to car, and immediately I notice the Habibi guys pulling all the way out, including the guys who were holding us on the stairs on the side. And so I call out radios, them probably chasing, no one responding. So I call Liam and them on phone, says I'm probably chasing you. He say yes. We see them chasing us. So I say, let's all go LSIA, LS Customs. Let's all link up there. At least if they chase us, we have defending position. We all managed to get there in car except Liam, him in jetpack above cul-de-sac. I call Liam, I say we safe at LS Custom. He says they are camping out Mirror Park, like at the entrances and exit, like by a tavern or by entrance, by a muffler, whatever. They are like holding angle and like sitting Mirror Park. So I have good relationship deal. I make phone call. I say, hey, brother, thank you so much for providing security our neighborhood. Unfortunately, we don't have a budget for paying you this time, but you're doing good job. Just making little joke. Dio laughing, say maybe we have a barbecue, this kind of thing, whatever. It's friendly, joking around. We hang up phone. I realize that them know what my car look like. So we all, as 4 or 5 of us sit in the cars, drive to the west coast, ditch my car and buy beach houses in Seno Road. Then get back in cars. Liam now called me on phone. Him say him very low fuel jetpack. Him now say that him hovering over mountain over Sac, and there are 2 or 3 of their cars on convoy by the hill by old broken under construction cul-de-sac, and there is 1 car in middle of our Sac and 1 guy laying on top of car, other guy climbing Flippy house. Liam say if you want to come back Sac from the horny side, you can get out on foot and push them and smoke the guys in the Sac before the guys on the other side see you.
Real quick, cut in. How much time do you think passed while you were at LSIA and then you went to
from the time
West Coast? Like how
from
much time?
From the time where the last guy left us at is the spot we hold out at the tuner building to the time when I go LSIA LS Custom was a minute, 2 minutes for me to get over there, right? And maybe another 1 minute for everyone to show up. So maybe 3 or 4 minute total.
How long did you guys wait at LSIA?
LSIA maybe 1 or 2 minutes, because I realized, I forgot this. We left LSIA because I realized, I asked like Alma and them, hey, where did you guys put, giant cargo helicopter and smaller helicopter? And them like, oh, we just park it on the roof of LS Customs. And I'm like, so if anyone looking around and see giant cargo helicopter, we're now in fucking death building and can't leave. So what the fuck we doing? And I got annoyed and I said, we leaving. So we all go up Great Ocean Highway. I ditched my car in Seno. And then that took about 2 minutes to get there. And we sitting at the resort for maybe 3 or 4 minutes while Liam talked to me about the situation at the Sac. So total, all in, and max maybe 10 minutes from leaving tuner building to going back to SAC, somewhere around there. 12 minutes, something like that. Maybe 15 high end. It's somewhere in there. Then we come back, we go to push in from Hornies on foot, Liam landing. Right as we came in on foot, unlucky timing, as the guys in the SAC got back in their car and looped around behind the mechanic house. Maxwell and I engaging them gunfight, and Maxwell and I instantly take down McGregor because him jump out of car while driving like silly guy. Then Dio and I get in like silly run in circle fight in a bush, try kill each other, and we trade. So I go down. Then from the rest of what I understand, just more shooting, and eventually we all go down. There are two of their guys still up. Police show up as they are like gathering our bodies and like robbing and this kind of thing, and police telling them get the fuck out of here, etc. When they go to scope up their guys, they took me in car also, because when Dio and I traded in bush, we making like Russian Brotherhood solidarity, holding hands while we bleeding, this kind of thing. And so him tells them take Joe so him don't get arrested. So them take me in car, and them take my gun and rob me, and then them take me hospital. When them take me my feet to hospital, them like hey brother, we don't normally do this thing about sit at your sack, but we wanted the fight because we didn't like they said something about, and I don't have context for this, that in the past couple days you guys shot us in front of police. And so I'm like, okay, whatever. I figure I would get context from you guys. So then I come back here, and I meet with Jordan. Who else was awake? Sam, you were awake? Yeah, Jordan, Sam, I forget everyone. Raccooning was there, and I tell them what happened with all that. And there was a general consensus that everyone was unhappy with them sitting at SAC. Oh, and also random coincidence, which now is good information. When I got out of hospital, I stealing Panto. And remember, I say I leave my car in Encino Road. I drive to Encino Road in the Panto. And I swear to you, right as I pull into Encino Road, I see their convoy pull up to a beach house, get out, half of them run inside, and the other half run on roof with gun. So basically also know where one of their stash houses is now.
And then real quick to add, Flippy, I don't know what run-ins we've had with them, but when he said we shot them in front of the cops, the only thing that came to mind was the bank truck where we ambushed them and Mario shot the cop. Is there anything else that happened? No, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess it's only shoot I had with them that involved clubs.
That's what I'm saying. So they kind of use that as an excuse to sit on our sack instead of chasing the cargo helicopter.
The two bodies that we had were both 80s, right?
Yeah.
So
but
why
we
the
did
fuck are they?
Palomino.
No, we didn't. Okay, no, we didn't ambush them in
not for the
Palomino. Yes, exactly.
Well, yeah, it doesn't make sense. That's what I'm saying.
We had two Hades bodies, and then we went to go do the bank truck.
We didn't even shoot. We literally had the plan to just fucking take the truck.
Jesus Christ.
And it's Mario shooting cost Mario's bestie, so I feel like this is a forehead situation.
Hey, don't bring my gang into this, please.
Sorry.
And this happened last night?
Yeah.
And even when we fought the last time, there was still no cops by the power plant. So
there was one. Mario smoked.
Well, I mean, but Mario's a fucking dumbass.
You're so annoying.
I'm assuming they're talking about when we shot at Perez and his car went out, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking the Astron.
I mean, I shot at I shot the Astron, and then they got in the car and they left.
The cop.
They weren't on cop. They didn't have cops on them there. It was across the road. He was by himself. And then they got into the other car, and then we didn't shoot that car when we could have still shot it.
Because there was a cop.
And then they left while we did the bank truck, and then they came back.
Oh, okay. You're talking about before.
I've said this story a couple times now. I don't go out and go shooting when you guys go and do it and stuff like that. So I understand if you guys end up just having a different opinion on it. But this is the second time that they came back to the cul-de-sac and waited.
It was the first time.
3 weeks ago, and the first time I kind of understood a little bit more than this time, but we did cargo again on the Cypress building. They didn't show up until
oh yes, I heard about that. You guys are fucking dumb. I heard about that one.
Yeah, and the fact that Liam drove the helicopter straight back here, that made sense why they came back. So that was a little different, but my thought process is what if people woke up and then walked out of their house, are they just gonna smoke them? What were their intentions?
No,
And-
no, that's dumb to say. You can't blame someone to go chasing a fucking cargo heli to the SAC, and then you guys are
No,
like,
no, no. I'm talking about today.
We're talking about this
today. I'm
situation.
talking
They didn't
about
even make an
today.
effort to chase the cargo heli. They
Oh.
just came straight to the sack.
Well, no,
set
hold
up.
on.
I'm
That's
just saying,
not
okay,
exactly true.
what I'm
They
trying to
chased the
say
hell-
is
the
the other.
jetpack.
What I'm trying to say is the other one is irrelevant. That's completely irrelevant. So I don't want to make it seem like they're constantly doing it.
I want to be sure when I say this is that the initial reason of them going to Mirror Park was because they were chasing the heli.
No,
And
that's
then-
also irrelevant to be
They
honest.
chased the jetpack, not
That's
the
it.
heli.
No, that's
You
Or
just-
sorry, the
okay.
jetpack.
You know what he means, but that's still irrelevant because they stayed here. They waited 10 minutes for you guys, and then after they took you to the hospital, they admitted the reason they're being little rats because they're fucking in their fields over something that happened last week.
Oh, and I should say it wasn't so there was a gap. They weren't here the whole time. So what happened was they follow him initially. They set up for like ambush, thinking that we are going to join him, and because he's above Mirror Park. We don't come. That's when I make call to Dio and I make like joke about security. Then Liam called that they broke off. This is when I was worried about them patrolling the city to find us and finding the helicopters on top of LSI building. That's when I made call to go move my car to the beach and go to resort, right? They left at that point from Mirror Park, went to look for us. We go to resort. Then at some point, they return to Mirror Park when they couldn't find us. And that's the part that I think is the problem, is
So
the
Liam-
returning.
let me cut in here. Liam gave his POV, and apparently he was watching one of the cars that were on the mountains before they were on the sack itself. He
Yeah.
said he yawned for 1 second, looked down, car was gone. He looked around for them, and he said he found the car parked up in the middle of the sack with the dude on top, with the dude laying on top. Obviously, you only said 12 minutes. There must have been a gap between
No,
when
no,
you and
no,
Liam
no.
talked.
No,
So,
Bro,
like,
time
he
is
found-
irrelevant. Time is.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
even
I
start
heard.
arguing time,
It's
please.
not worth
Holy
it.
fuck.
It's not worth it. Yeah,
Well, I'm
it's
just
not
saying
worth it.
they must have not really left because
No,
But
they
it-
did. What
listen,
he's
it doesn't
talking about
matter,
is
guys.
it's,
You guys are gonna argue the most irrelevant things. The context
Yeah.
is they're
Yeah,
at the
it's the
fucking
decision.
sack and they
Yeah,
told you
yeah.
why. That's all that matters.
Yeah, it's the
After
decision.
all
Small
that shit
details
don't
are
matter.
irrelevant.
yeah, for sure.
What does everybody think?
Oh, we smoked this shit, bro.
Yeah.
They come on the stack waiting for like 30 minutes for people to come here. Like, that's disrespectful as fuck. They didn't do anything for the cargo. They wanted to kill us. Like, literally.
What does everybody else think?
I agree with you.
Fuck 'em.
I think it's fucking ratty.
I mean,
think
they
it's
already
dumb.
admitted their
Listen,
true intentions, bro.
I don't know about anybody else. I feel like it's so dumb that they use that as an excuse to like do what they did. Like the fact that something happened at that bank truck and then all of a sudden cargo's going on and they just want to be at the sack doing shit like that. I think that's pretty stupid. I always obviously agree with everybody else. Smoke.
So you know the problem with this gang is their hours are completely the opposite of ours. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, I was going to say it's going to be like when I was GSF and it like time zone war, you know, because basically our guys that are around an AU are already so small number that some of them even like do job with them. I know Alma sometime I've done a bank truck with them one night, and then in the like morning hours when you guys have these numbers, they're going to have almost no one around.
I
So if
mean,
you
I
guys want
agree
to
and
actually
disagree,
go fight
though.
them, you guys are going to have to come around like later NA into AU.
I mean, they start coming around like for like 4 hours from now. And lately, or at least like the last week or even more, there's a lot of us around when they're around. Maybe not like super late like you guys, but there is a good like
A lot
time
of us.
where for
would-
like 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours, there's a lot of us around. Yeah.
Yeah, but then
Yeah,
you
it's
also
going to
have
be the
think-
hours.
but you also have to think about when other people are around.
I do agree with that. Like,
Also, isn't one of them Alma's roommate?
yes.
More than one, I'm pretty sure.
She's gonna have to fucking walk in their bedroom, stab them, shank them up.
While they're sleeping, bro. It's in the
Shank them
bed, bro.
motherfucker up.
Shank this motherfucker up, bro.
In my opinion, listen, I think a war with them is pointless and stupid, but I think at the same time we can just get more aggro with them. I mean, listen, I know a lot of people hate it, but like I don't like to like go out there and rob every money runner in the world and Oxy runner, but like just put them on the list of not giving a fuck about them and take them hostage, fucking do everything to them.
I also think the thing that Job said about them having a property in Senyo is kind of good to know if you want to go onto their like level. But
Let me ask you this question. For those of you guys who want to go smoke them, I understand the instincts and the thought. Would your thought change if there was like conversation and them acknowledging that this was like a disrespect and them take it back and not do it again?
Hell no, that shit's irrelevant. They could have done that
It's already
shit.
too late.
They could have said
Yeah.
that shit before. Why the fuck are
Okay.
they gonna wait at the sack and then fucking say something?
All right, then I think that if that's the case, then yeah, I think probably should make action.
I understand for the people that that work like super late or early, whatever it is for people. But I feel like we cannot just do nothing.
Wait, say again, sorry.
I said I know it sucks for the people that are like super late, like the super late crew or early for me. I don't think we can just be here and do nothing after what they've done. There has to be some type of consequences somewhere somehow. I don't want them to feel like they can do whatever they want whenever they want. Like they are not. I don't know. They're not like a big gang, in my opinion. I mean, they are, but we can't let everybody walk over us.
I mean, I agree. I mean, as far as like gangs go, it's obviously it's Manor and Besties right now, right? Obviously, they're two top dogs right now.
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't put fucking that dog shit gang anywhere near them.
I mean, even if we escalated shit, ain't this shit gonna like lead to a fucking war later down the road, anyways?
Yeah, I mean that's the inevitable truth. Yeah, that's probably what's gonna
I
end
feel
up
like
happening.
no matter what we do, if we do it now or if we do it in 2 weeks, like the people that we're
Yeah,
talking about
exactly.
are gonna get impacted, will get impacted no matter what. It's just a matter of time.
I will say
The
that I
moment we
think
take
that,
one of them hostage, they're coming at us all morning times. Like
I think it would be good for
100%.
them to be a little humble because they have been so active in these late hours when we basically like skeleton crew, it mostly like Hydra and friends, like whoever is around doing random job, and we running into them doing bank truck and shit. And I think them maybe a little high and mighty, and maybe they should experience what it like, when we full strength.
I can agree with that.
What's the late night people's thought process on this? Have we talked to them? Corny,
Oh,
Jazz,
we need Alma here.
Because listen, I'll be honest. Even if like okay, I don't care anything about that gang. Like I think Perez is a fucking loser, and after that, I don't really care about anyone else. Like it's not like any real bad blood or whatever. So I don't care if we escalate against them, but it's more thinking about other people. So I think we need
This
to.
is pretty much the only people we've spoke to.
So what
When
I will
woke up, they
say,
weren't awake.
what I will say is, if we're going the heightened aggression route, if we do take them hostage, maybe we should lay back on the robbing part. Maybe not rob them and shit, because you got to think about the morning people, bro. They'll come back and just rinse us.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. The biggest thing is asking what the morning people think.
I'm down to just go with the heightened aggression route and see where it takes anyone. I mean, you got to ask Elma for sure. You
I
gotta ask
swear
Chaz
this
for
guy
sure,
doesn't
and Rex for
listen.
sure,
This guy
I
just
think as well.
bro. This guy.
But like, if you guys do heightened aggression in this time,
Holy shit.
especially like the hostage taking, right? They're definitely gonna come and take us. I mean, like, who else is around? There's not a lot of people around.
I swear, because you didn't listen to the last like 4 minutes.
All right, yeah, cool. I'm just saying, bro. I was giving my thoughts on it, man. You asked. I'm around those times too sometimes.
Literal parrot.
Bro, don't be so upset,
Where's
man.
my cane? Where's my cane?
It ain't that deep. Get your
Stop being a baby.
bitch ass back over here, man. God damn.
Oh, only because you asked. Only because you asked.
I hate this guy.
He's smiling. He's smiling.
Good boy, Raccoon. Good boy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty valid when you say it at the end about what you rather do, because that's when you're around too. So
I have to bring something up though. Before we get the shit started or whatever, bro, we gotta like sort the Mirror Park stash house situation out though.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to rerun into ambush at a warehouse type beat, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I mean we got the house already, so
Might as well get that shit started,
That's
bro.
in probably-
ASAP Rocky type shit.
that's in probably you can start moving your shit over to the house.